How to handle heartbreak. How to handle heartbreak. How many times have you been in relationships and you did not know how to go through it? So I'm speaking towards the guys that haven't had heartbreak before. So this is if this is your first time, this is the right video for you. But at the end of the day, guys do not teach other guys how to handle heartbreak. Right? We don't know what this looks like. We may be 15, we may be 18, we may be 25 going through our first heartbreak. But I want to teach you and I want to prepare you on how to actually handle it. Because I wish somebody would have told me this. The first thing, delete any trace. You guys will be the most stubborn person to not delete the trace. You guys will have years of photos. Photos on photos. Text message on text message on text message. You know, you have that photo, that notes, where you have everything, her favorite food, her favorite drink, her birthday, her favorite color. This is where guys mess up. Because you guys think there's still a chance. I'm not saying that, you may be going through a situation where the girl just needs time. Yeah, but we are not mind readers. You are not a mind reader. Sometimes the only thing you need to do when a girl decides to choose against you, you have to just exit. Delete it. Delete it. This is why most men get in the most trouble nowadays. Because they think that this means something. You meant something to somebody that now decided to choose against you. So you decide to keep the photos, to keep the messages, to keep all the notes from her. That's only going to provoke more heartbreak. It only does, because those lonely nights when you're sitting on your phone and you're scrolling, what are you going to do? You're going to try to reach out. You're going to be like, there has to be some spark. Every single time you decide to sit down and wallow in that pain with having this, all you're going to do is think about the good times. But you're going to overlook that she dissed you, that she didn't respect you, that she didn't care about you. All those single times, you're going to keep playing that same game. She doesn't like you, buddy. She doesn't like you. She decided to look over there and be like, Joe Smo from over there can take care of me. I don't want you anymore. She said GG's. She said GG's because at the end of the day, those photos don't mean anything. Those notes don't mean anything. Enough guys don't get this understanding. She decided to go against you. She does not like you, buddy. And once you understand that, deleting any trace of her is the first method of growing past her. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I can tell you right now, you should also be blocking these girls. Why? So you can move past her faster. I'm sorry to say it, most guys will tell you, hey, don't block her. Let her see how you succeed. But most guys aren't that strong. Most guys, to do this, is the strongest effort to say, well, let me move past it. That's where you succeed. That's where you level up. Because having a girl that you really liked being blocked and deleting any trace of her, oh, it's feminine, it's no good. But let's really think about it. How many of those guys, the guys that have been heartbroken, how many times did you block the girl and delete all the photos and your life was living completely different? Comment. Because at the end of the day, most guys haven't done that. Most guys don't do that. So to have the higher stake in your life right now, you have the best ability to delete every single trace of her. Because that's going to make you better. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to be in your bed at those nights. You're not going to be scrolling. You're not going to have anything to scroll. That's the best thing where you can actually populate your mind with things that are going to better yourself. You're going to listen to it. That goes to my second point. Feel the pain. You guys have to feel the pain. I'm not going to feel the pain for you. Your sister's not going to feel the pain for you. Your brother's not going to feel the pain for you. Your friends aren't going to feel. I need you to feel that heart break. I need you to sit down and understand that, damn, these are the emotions I'm feeling. It sucks. It sucks. She took hers. She left. But I want you guys to actually recognize. We think a lot of times that when girls leave us, they took a piece of them. They took it back. We'll be here searching all these emotions. Why would she do that? I was a guy for her. I was this, that, and that. I could have provided this, that, and third for her. But we sit here and we think that the other person that we just had a connection with aren't feeling those same feelings. Yeah, it sucks. She took her own. But you have to realize that, all that feeling that you're feeling, it's only going to last a couple months. Most guys, I'm going to be honest with you. It takes 6 months. It may take a year. It may take a year and a half. I'm not projecting that to your system, but the faster you do this step first, and you decide to sit in that pain, you become stronger. You become the man that needs to understand, damn, I just felt that. I don't ever want to feel that again. And most guys will probably feel that for a second time, and a third time, and you become numb. Yes, you become a better man. Your heart now becomes whole. You know why? Because you mended your own heart. Yeah, it sucks. And the feeling of her taking her side away from you, it sucks. But one of the most important things, I always say this, you didn't get your heart broken. You broke your own heart. Because you didn't see the signs. You didn't see how you can handle the situations. But now you have the ability to actually look at the other side about it and be like, well, I'm not going to feel or go about the weak way of feeling about a girl getting my heart broke. You're not going to look at it that way. You're going to actually prevail past it. So when you go through this pain, look at it. Yeah, it sucks. But it's easier because you don't have the photos to reminisce over. You don't have the text message to reminisce over. You don't have the notes to reminisce over. But you have the ability to get right. This is why when you hit this let me feel this pain method, it hits different. Because not only does it hit different, you turn into Batman. You know what Batman had? He didn't have his parents to go to. He didn't have somebody to cry on his shoulder to gossip about what happened in the relationship. He just locked in. It sucked. But he had to become a man in order to become Batman. This is why the Batman method is so important. Because this is where you become a man. You become a man by having 3 things to focus on. And those 3 things are going to be fitness, your mentality, and your money. This is the easiest way. And not only have you deleted any trace of her, have you felt the pain, now you have everything that you need to become the man that you need to become. When you're locked in on your fitness, and you get your physique right, and you actually do the research, and you decide to say, you know what, I'm going to use this pain, and I'm going to build my body. I'm not going to go 5 days a week. I'm not going to go 3 days a week. I'm going 7 days a week. I'm barbarian it. Because the harder the workouts, the harder you become. The stronger you become. You leave all that nonsense. If you have to feel that pain, you no longer have the photos. You no longer have the connection to her, to contact her. You no longer have the text to look and reminisce. You only have your mind and the memories that replay in your mind, which leads to you getting fitter. Now, a lot of guys will look at it like, oh my gosh, this is revenge. I'm coming back. Yeah, use it. Use it to get your mental right. Because the most important thing about all of this, besides your fitness, besides your money, your mental. You become a stronger man because you use those same ideas, those same thoughts to progress you. Your brain. When you decide, I'm going to do the hard thing and not the soft thing. When you decide to wake up and you say, I'm not going to do the soft thing. The soft thing is to talk to your friends about the situation and just stay at home. The hard thing is say, you know what? Let me go start business. Let me go figure out what I can do on the side. Let me start helping other people. Let me start serving my community. Those are the hard things. Soft men don't do those things. The hard thing is saying, I saw a homeless man today. I'm like, hey, let me go ahead and just give him $1. That's a hard thing because normally you'll walk past because you're selfish. But the hard things in life build the type of man that you want to become. Build the type of person that you want to actually lock in with. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to wake up and read your Bible. It's hard to do those things. But God gave us greatness to overcome these battles through our mental. Our brain controls every scenario in our mind. The hard thing is to say, I have to go up in weight. The hard thing is saying, I have to sit down and actually look at my business and say, I'm lacking here. That's the hard thing. But the most important thing, that's also important, is getting your money right. I'm not an advocate of going and get it 9 to 5. I'm not. But find a way to get money. Find a way every single day. I urge you to have a calendar. And each and every single day that you get money, exit. I urge you to do those things to say, I'm not going to sit here and wallow in my feelings. I'm not going to sit here and not become a better version of myself because a girl broke my heart. You have the opportunity to make that happen. That's the most important thing. Strive for the most important thing. Don't strive to look back and be like, gosh, I was this person that wasn't on her. Prove to yourself that you're that man that you always said you were. Prove to yourself why I would never let another girl break my heart. These are the things that make us better. When you have your fitness right, when you have your mental right, when you have your money right, you become a Batman. You literally become Bruce Wayne. Because you don't look at anybody else. You're Batman. I'm him. You now become the thing that you always wanted to be through the pain of a girl leaving you. Not everybody's going to have the same experience. But take it from me. Be able to delete any trace of her. First time, when she decides to go across that river and she decides to leave you, delete the trace. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, bring your ass over here. What? Bring your ass and feel the pain. What? If you don't feel the pain, bro, you're not going to go through it. You're not going to be able to sit. You're not going to be able to evolve through it. Feel the pain. Feel the hurt. Feel the betrayal. Now brush everything of that. And be Bruce Wayne. He couldn't bring his parents back. He had to live in the pain. He couldn't talk to his friends about it. He had to build himself to build through the pain. He had companies to overcome. He had a mindset to overcome. He wasn't a little boy anymore. He was a man. He turned himself into a man. He turned himself into Batman. So use these things to elevate yourself and not digress. Never do the opposite. Just follow the steps, and I promise you, you will literally become, there's no telling on how long it's going to take. But when you're here, this kind of hits. Day 1, delete the trace. Day 2, this is going to be a long, drawn-out period. This is going to be long. I'm not going to hold you. But when you said, and you finally decide to use this, to become this, that's how you become a man-made man. Class is over.